unveil the incredible mysteries behind one of the world's most iconic monuments in our detailed exploration, Secrets of the Sphinx, Ancient Mysteries Unveiled. Journey through the sands of time as we reveal the hidden history, origin theories, and the symbolic meaning of the Great Sphinx of Giza. Was it really built by Pharaoh Khafre? Or could it be much older than we think? What do the eroded features suggest about its age and purpose? Dive deep into the intriguing secrets, untold stories, and controversial theories surrounding this magnificent ancient monument. From the stunning construction techniques used by ancient Egyptians to the lost records believed to be hidden beneath the Sphinx, this documentary uncovers everything you need to know about the Sphinx's enduring legacy. Join us as we explore ancient Egypt's most enduring mysteries. Who built the Sphinx and when? The connection between the Sphinx and the pharaohs. Ancient Egyptian beliefs and symbolism behind the Sphinx. New theories on the age and origins of the Sphinx. The role of the Sphinx in Egypt's mythology and religious practices. The possibility of hidden chambers beneath the Sphinx. Get ready to uncover some of the greatest unsolved mysteries from ancient Egypt in this must-watch documentary. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations into the wonders of the ancient world. Let's start our exploration. Watch till end. Secrets of the Sphinx. Ancient Mysteries Unveiled. The Great Sphinx of Giza has captivated the imagination of scholars, travelers, and archaeologists for centuries. Towering over the desert sands of Egypt, this enigmatic monument stands as a testament to the ingenuity, artistry, and mystery of the ancient world. But beyond its grand appearance, the Sphinx harbors secrets, some of which are still hidden in the sands of time. In this detailed exploration of the secrets of the Sphinx, we will journey through history, mythology, archaeology, and theories, unraveling the profound mysteries and insights surrounding this ancient colossus. Chapter 1. The Origins of the Great Sphinx. The story of the Sphinx begins in the Old Kingdom of Egypt during the reign of the Pharaoh Khafre, around 2558 to 2532 BCE, part of the 4th dynasty. However, the true origins of the Sphinx are cloaked in ambiguity. The monument, carved directly from the limestone bedrock, stands in close proximity to the pyramids of Giza and is thought to serve as a symbolic guardian of the necropolis. A guardian of royal power? The traditional view, supported by most Egyptologists, asserts that the Sphinx was constructed during Khafre's reign, with the face of the Sphinx representing the pharaoh himself. This interpretation suggests that the Sphinx was a symbol of Khafre's divine power, its lion body signifying strength and dominance, while its human head reflects the pharaoh's intelligence and wisdom. Positioned facing the rising sun, the monument may also have had a religious significance, serving as a protective figure over the dead and a symbol of connection between the pharaoh and the solar deity, Ra. Alternative theories. A pre-dynastic Sphinx? While mainstream Egyptology attributes the construction of the Sphinx to Khafre, alternative theories abound. Some argue that the weathering patterns on the Sphinx suggest it may be much older, possibly dating back to 7000 BCE or earlier. This idea, championed by scholars such as Robert Schoch, proposes that the erosion patterns on the Sphinx's body could be due to prolonged exposure to heavy rainfall. Since the Giza Plateau has been an arid desert for the past 5,000 years, this theory implies that the Sphinx was built during a time when the region experienced significantly wetter climatic conditions, possibly in a pre-dynastic era. Others, such as John Anthony West and Graham Hancock, propose that the Sphinx may have been a relic of a lost advanced civilization, predating the known history of Egypt by several millennia. These ideas, while controversial, have sparked intense debates in academic circles, revealing that the origins of the Sphinx are far from settled. Chapter 2. The Symbolism of the Sphinx. The Sphinx holds layers of symbolic meaning, reflecting both its cultural context and the values of ancient Egyptian society. To fully grasp the importance of this monument, we must delve into its symbolism, which intertwines mythology, cosmology, and kingship, the lion-human hybrid. The design of the Sphinx, a lion's body with a human head, was no arbitrary choice. In ancient Egypt, the lion was associated with kingship and power. Lions were revered for their strength and ferocity, qualities that the pharaoh was expected to embody. At the same time, the human head, representing the pharaoh, reflected wisdom and divine authority. Together, the lion and human forms symbolize the balance between intellect and brute force, a harmony that the ruler of Egypt was expected to maintain. Solar worship and the Sphinx. The Sphinx's orientation facing east, directly towards the rising sun, reinforces its connection to solar worship. In ancient Egyptian religion, the sun god Ra was one of the most important deities, symbolizing life, creation, and order. Pharaohs were seen as the living embodiment of Ra on earth, and the alignment of the Sphinx with the rising sun may indicate its role as a solar symbol, reinforcing the divine status of the ruler it was meant to represent. Additionally, there is evidence suggesting that the Sphinx may have been part of a larger religious complex dedicated to sun worship. Some scholars have argued that the Sphinx, along with the nearby temples, may have functioned as part of rituals related to the sun's daily journey across the sky, linking the pharaoh's reign to cosmic cycles, the riddle of the Sphinx in mythology. In Greek mythology, the Sphinx appears as a different figure, an enigmatic creature with the head of a woman, the body of a lion, and the wings of a bird. Most famously, the Sphinx of Thebes is known for posing a deadly riddle to travelers. What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 legs in the evening? The answer, of course, is a human who crawls as a baby, walks upright as an adult, and uses a cane in old age. While this version of the Sphinx differs from the Egyptian statue, it highlights the creature's association with mystery, intelligence, and fate. The Greeks' portrayal of the Sphinx may have been influenced by their encounters with Egyptian art and culture, though the mythological role of the Sphinx in Greece became darker and more malevolent than in its original Egyptian context. Chapter 3. The construction of the Sphinx. The Sphinx is a marvel of ancient engineering. Standing 20 meters or 66 feet tall and 73 meters or 240 feet long, it is the largest monolithic statue in the world. However, its construction remains one of the most intriguing aspects of its mystery, carved from a single block of limestone. Unlike the nearby pyramids, which were constructed from millions of stone blocks, the Sphinx was carved directly from a single massive outcrop of limestone. This feat would have required immense planning and precision, given the size of the monument and the tools available at the time. Ancient Egyptian builders did not have access to modern steel tools, so the Sphinx was likely carved using copper chisels, stone hammers, and other rudimentary instruments. The choice of location for the Sphinx was also strategic. The natural limestone bedrock on the Giza Plateau provided the perfect foundation, both structurally and symbolically, for the construction of the monument. The builders likely began by carving a trench around the limestone outcrop before chiseling away at the stone to create the body and head, the missing nose, and other damage. One of the most iconic features of the Sphinx is its missing nose. Popular legends attribute the destruction of the nose to various causes, from Napoleonic soldiers using the Sphinx for target practice to Islamic iconoclasts defacing the monument in the 14th century. However, historical records suggest that the nose was likely lost sometime between the 7th and 10th centuries AD. Some researchers believe that religious or political motivations may have been behind the act of defacing the Sphinx, as the face was considered a sacred symbol of the pharaoh. The Sphinx has also suffered significant weathering over the millennia. Wind and sand have eroded much of the statue's original detail, especially on the body. Modern conservation efforts have aimed to preserve the monument and slow further deterioration, though the Sphinx remains vulnerable to the harsh desert environment. Chapter 4. Theories and controversies surrounding the Sphinx. The Great Sphinx is surrounded by a myriad of theories and controversies that have fueled the fascination of historians, archaeologists, and even conspiracy theorists. While some of these theories are rooted in scientific evidence, others are more speculative, raising questions about the nature of history itself. The age of the Sphinx, a timeline controversy. As previously mentioned, the mainstream consensus dates the Sphinx to around 2500 BCE, during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre. However, proponents of the water erosion hypothesis suggest that the monument is much older, possibly dating back to a time before the Old Kingdom. The primary evidence for this theory lies in the weathering patterns on the Sphinx's body, which some geologists believe were caused by heavy rainfall rather than wind and sand erosion. If this is true, it would place the construction of the Sphinx in a period when the climate of Egypt was far wetter, possibly before the Sahara became a desert. This hypothesis remains highly controversial within the academic community as it challenges the established chronology of ancient Egyptian civilization. The hidden chambers beneath the Sphinx. Another tantalizing mystery involves the possibility of hidden chambers or tunnels beneath the Sphinx. Some researchers, including those influenced by the writings of psychic Edgar Cayce, believe that an ancient hall of records containing the wisdom of a lost civilization lies buried beneath the monument, while there is no conclusive evidence supporting the existence of such a chamber. Ground-penetrating radar surveys conducted in the 1990s revealed anomalies beneath the Sphinx. These anomalies suggest the presence of hollow spaces or cavities, though it is unclear whether they are natural formations or man-made structures. Egyptian authorities have been hesitant to allow further excavation beneath the Sphinx, leaving the mystery of what lies beneath the monument unresolved. Astronomical alignments and the Sphinx. Some researchers have proposed that the Sphinx is part of an ancient astronomical alignment connected to the stars and the precession of the equinoxes. The most well-known of these theories comes from Robert Bauval, who argues that the Giza pyramids and the Sphinx are aligned with the constellation Orion and its associated star, Sirius. Bauval's theory suggests that the positioning of the pyramids mirrors the stars of Orion's belt, as they would have appeared in the sky around 10,500 BCE, a period associated with the age of Leo in the zodiac. The lion-shaped body of the Sphinx may be a symbolic reference to the constellation Leo, further reinforcing the idea that the monument was constructed in an era much earlier than traditionally believed. According to Bauval, the Sphinx's eastward orientation could reflect the moment of the vernal equinox, when the sun rises in alignment with the constellation Leo. This theory intertwines astronomy, mythology, and architecture, offering a cosmic explanation for the monument's design and positioning. While Bauval's ideas have gained a considerable following among alternative historians and enthusiasts, they remain speculative and lack consensus within the academic community. Critics argue that the proposed alignments are coincidental and that there is insufficient evidence to support a connection between the Sphinx and astronomical phenomena from 10,500 BCE. Chapter 5. The role of the Sphinx in ancient Egyptian religion and society. Beyond its architectural grandeur and its mysteries, the Great Sphinx played a significant role in ancient Egyptian religious and societal life. Understanding the spiritual and cultural context of the Sphinx is crucial to appreciating its importance in the ancient world. The Sphinx and the Pharaoh's divine kingship. The Sphinx's role as a symbol of the Pharaoh's power is deeply rooted in the concept of divine kingship in ancient Egypt. Pharaohs were not merely political leaders. They were believed to be gods on earth, embodying the divine authority of the gods they worshipped. As such, monumental art and architecture were often designed to emphasize this sacred connection. In the case of the Sphinx, its location near the pyramids of Giza, which were themselves monumental expressions of the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife, reinforces its association with the divine. The Sphinx's face is widely believed to be modeled after Khafre, immortalizing the king as a godlike figure. Its imposing form, watching over the necropolis and facing the rising sun, further symbolizes the pharaoh's eternal rule, his unity with the cosmos, and his role as protector of Egypt in the afterlife. The Sphinx and the sun god Ra. The Sphinx also had a strong association with the sun god Ra, the most important deity in the Egyptian pantheon. Ra was considered the creator of life, the god of the sun, and the ruler of all other gods. Pharaohs were believed to be the earthly embodiment of Ra, and their reign was considered an extension of the cosmic order that Ra maintained. As a result, the Sphinx's alignment with the rising sun may have symbolized this connection between the king and the sun god. Some scholars believe that rituals conducted at the Sphinx were meant to honor Ra and reaffirm the pharaoh's divine authority. The nearby Sphinx temple, which features an open courtyard with altars likely used for solar worship, supports the idea that the monument was part of a broader religious complex devoted to the sun god. The dream, stele, and the Sphinx as a prophetic symbol. One of the most intriguing historical records connected to the Sphinx is the dream stele, an inscribed stone slab erected by Pharaoh Thutmose IV around 1401 to 1391 BCE between the paws of the Sphinx. According to the inscription, Thutmose, then a young prince, fell asleep in the shadow of the Sphinx during a hunting expedition. In his dream, the Sphinx, personified as the god Horem Akhet, Horus of the horizon, spoke to him, promising that he would become king if he cleared away the sand that had partially buried the monument. Thutmose later became pharaoh and fulfilled his divine mandate by restoring the Sphinx and commissioning the dream stele to commemorate the event. This story illustrates the Sphinx's role as a prophetic symbol, linking the fate of the nation's rulers to divine intervention. It also highlights the monument's enduring significance over many centuries, long after its initial construction. Chapter 6. Modern excavations and discoveries. The fascination with the Sphinx did not end with the fall of ancient Egypt. Over the centuries, explorers, archaeologists, and scholars have continued to study the monument, hoping to uncover its remaining secrets. Modern excavations and conservation efforts have shed new light on the Sphinx, although many mysteries remain unsolved. By the time of the Roman Empire, the Sphinx had largely been forgotten, buried up to its neck in sand. It wasn't until the early 19th century that serious efforts were made to uncover the monument. In 1817, the Italian explorer Giovanni Battista Caviglia led the first modern excavation of the Sphinx, removing enough sand to reveal its chest. However, it wasn't until 1925 that French engineer Émile Barreilleuse fully excavated the Sphinx, exposing the entire body for the first time in centuries. These early excavations were crucial in reigniting interest in the Sphinx, both among scholars and the public. The rediscovery of the Sphinx also led to new questions about its construction, purpose, and age, spurring further investigations into the monument's history. The Sphinx has faced significant threats from natural forces and human activity. Erosion caused by wind, sand, and pollution has taken a toll on the limestone body, leading to efforts to preserve and stabilize the monument. In the 1980s, large-scale restoration projects were undertaken to repair cracks and replace weathered stone blocks. However, these efforts were not without controversy. Some conservation techniques used during the restoration were later criticized for causing more damage to the monument than they prevented. Today, the Egyptian government continues to monitor the condition of the Sphinx with a focus on mitigating further damage from environmental factors. The ongoing challenge of preserving the Sphinx underscores the fragility of ancient monuments and the complexities involved in their conservation. Recent technological advances have provided archaeologists with new tools to study the Sphinx and its surroundings. Ground-penetrating radar, three-dimensional scanning, and other non-invasive techniques have allowed researchers to explore the subsurface of the Giza Plateau, leading to the discovery of previously unknown structures and features. While these technologies have not yet uncovered the fabled Hall of Records or definitive evidence of hidden chambers beneath the Sphinx, they have contributed to a deeper understanding of the site's geology and history. Modern archaeology continues to explore the Sphinx, piecing together clues about its origins and purpose. Chapter 7: The Legacy of the Sphinx. The Great Sphinx of Giza has left an indelible mark on human history. Its towering presence and enigmatic expression have inspired countless myths, legends, and artistic representations, making it one of the most iconic symbols of ancient Egypt. From ancient times to the present day, the Sphinx has been a subject of fascination in art, literature, and culture. In ancient Egypt, it was a powerful symbol of kingship and divine protection, often depicted in statues, carvings, and temple reliefs. The Greeks and Romans, who encountered the Sphinx through their contact with Egypt, reinterpreted the figure in their own myths and art, transforming it into a creature of riddles and danger. In modern times, the Sphinx has continued to captivate the imagination of artists, writers, and filmmakers. It has appeared in countless works of fiction, from novels to movies, where it is often portrayed as a symbol of mystery, ancient knowledge, and the enduring power of the past. Despite the erosion, damage, and mysteries that surround it, the Great Sphinx endures as a symbol of the enduring legacy of ancient Egypt. Its age and size make it a monument to human achievement, while its mysteries remind us of the vast knowledge and history that remain hidden beneath the sands of time. The Sphinx's survival through millennia is a testament to the resilience of human culture and the timeless desire to connect with our ancient past. It stands not only as a guardian of the Giza Plateau, but also as a guardian of history, silently watching as generations of humans strive to uncover its secrets. Chapter 8: The Ongoing Mysteries of the Sphinx. Even after centuries of study and exploration, the Great Sphinx continues to hold its secrets close. Many questions about the monument remain unanswered, fueling ongoing debates and speculation. One of the most fundamental questions is who exactly built the Sphinx. While the majority of scholars believe that it was constructed during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre, alternative theories suggest that the monument could be much older, possibly the work of a lost civilization. The lack of definitive inscriptions or records leaves room for debate, and future discoveries could potentially upend our understanding of the Sphinx's origins. The possibility of hidden chambers or tunnels beneath the Sphinx has intrigued researchers for decades. While ground-penetrating radar has detected anomalies beneath the monument, it is unclear whether these represent natural features or man-made structures. The mystery of what, if anything, lies beneath the Sphinx remains one of the most tantalizing questions in archaeology. Finally, there is the question of the Sphinx's true purpose. Was it a simple representation of the pharaoh's power, a guardian of the necropolis, or part of a larger religious and cosmic alignment? The symbolic meaning of the Sphinx may never be fully understood, but its enduring mystery is perhaps what makes it such a powerful and captivating figure. Conclusion: the eternal enigma. The Great Sphinx of Giza stands as one of the most extraordinary monuments of the ancient world. Its age, size, and enigmatic appearance have fascinated people for millennia, sparking countless theories and stories about its origins and meaning. Despite the advances in modern archaeology and technology, many of the Sphinx's secrets remain locked in the sands of time. The Sphinx is more than just a relic of the past. It is a symbol of the enduring human quest for knowledge, a reminder that history is filled with mysteries that may never be fully unraveled. The allure of the Sphinx lies not only in what it reveals, but in what it conceals, challenging each generation to seek answers while accepting that some truths may forever remain beyond reach. As we gaze upon its weathered face, we are reminded of the limits of human understanding and the boundless curiosity that drives us to explore the unknown. The Great Sphinx, an eternal guardian of history and mystery, continues to watch over the sands of Egypt, its secrets still buried deep within the past, awaiting discovery.